Atlas in the hot seat tonight.
And Atlas.
Goes by the name of Atlas the Bookkeeper. How you feeling, my friend?
The trolls are so hilarious now. I swear, I can literally walk away from the internet on a day off, come back, open X, and laugh my ass off at these idiots. They actually think, excuse me, I got a frog in my throat today. They actually think that I'm like sitting around on the internet trying to troll them on my day off. I don't think about them on my day off at all. I don't have time for it. I'm busy. I have a fucking life. But they don't. They sit around trying to troll on me on my day off, and now there are people trying to troll the trolls while I'm not even around, and they cannot handle it. It is so funny to see them saying unhinged crap. They're actually like raving and ranting at this Twitter account, saying stuff like, oh, on your day off, you're doing this. Why don't you order DoorDash? And why don't you drink gin? And why don't you get a blood test for your cat? I'm like, what? Like, what are you saying? You're clinically insane. The way you're talking and acting, you're yelling at someone who I don't even know who it is, who's trying to get your goat and working because you're so dumb. It's fucking hilarious. So, yeah, anyway, Lady Charisma says, I'll admit from 2016 to 18, I was actually a detractor of yours, but I got into a university and I started to see how dumb my internet shit stirring was. Again, those of you who watch a restreamer right now, there's probably thousands of you, right? I'm not kidding. Like, I have legit viewers. I currently have 279 on YouTube, and I have like 30 something on Kick, right? So I have about 300 viewers live for my podcast right now. I probably have 1,000 people watching me on restreams, various restreams, right? And you're all my viewers. As much as you want to admit it or not, you're all my viewers. And the person you're watching restream me is the Lolcow. Get it? They are. What's happened to a lot of people over the years is exactly what happened to me. In the 2000s, I was an internet troll. I trolled the shit out of people in the Street Fighter community because I was young, I was dumb, I was immature, and I got laughs out of it. You know, oh, give me the lols, get it? Lolcow, right? I essentially was trolling people like Lolcows in the Street Fighter community. Like, that's what I was doing before they were ever called Lolcows, all right? And then what happened was, as I continued to get older in the 2000s, probably around 2005, 2006, I started to actually, like, do good in competitive Street Fighter. And as I did, I realized I enjoyed being nice to people and being cool with people and traveling the country and meeting people and hanging out and having fun gameplay and rivalries and organizing tournaments and doing constructive things with my time way more than I enjoyed just ripping people assholes on the internet. It took a while. It took like maybe 7 years for this to hit me, but it did. And I grew up and I matured. And by the end of my competitive Street Fighter run, I had completely thrown away any of that kind of negative, toxic behavior on the internet. And instead, I became a constructive force in Street Fighter for the end of my run. And it was a very different time that I actually cherish and I kind of miss because there was nice people I met from all over the country, give me opportunity to spend time with people and not just be in heated rivalries, talking shit and being a dickhead, you know? And it's cool because every once in a while to go back and maybe talk with people from that time period is very nice to reminisce, right? I feel like people who are my detractors today, or maybe you watch a restreamer detractor, you're going to get there someday. You're going to realize after a while that the shtick is boring, especially this year. Like, I'll admit, in previous years, I would make the same mistakes over and over, right? You had the WWE Champions thing. You had the fucking always begging for money. You had all this shit going on. If you haven't noticed, it's all over, right? It is. It's done. It's done with. It's not going to happen again. The support is to a level where I don't have to worry about that shit anymore. Right? The Champions thing is gone. There's no other skeletons hiding in the fucking closet. It's all done. So now I'm going to move forward positively. Even people out there who used to shit on me are saying, yeah, Phil just basically isn't really a Lolcow anymore because there's nothing to laugh at. Like, he's not giving people what they want. So he's just being a small-time content creator with his audience, and that's, you know, good on him. That's all I ever wanted anyway. I'm not going to feed the trolls anymore because there's no point. The things that they're trying to make into big deals don't exist. They're literally just making shit up now because they think that, like, how did Phil register to vote? Who cares? It's my right to register however I want. It's not Lolcow content. You're a fucking idiot. That's what I mean. But that's the straws they're grasping at to have content now. So, listen, I have absolutely no ill will towards anyone out there who's been watching the tractor shit. Really, I don't. And if you ever want to come by and actually check out the real content, the real streams, it's an open door policy. You're always welcome here. You know, be a part of the positive side of things instead of the people who just want to sit there dumping ass on people all day, right? Johnny 5 in Quick just says, literally, they're making 10 to 20-minute videos on you not wanting to play Stellar Blade. That's all they have now. There's nothing left. The Lolcow days are over, and they ain't coming back, man. They're not. So just deal. They can't deal with it. I say just deal with it, but they can't. Like, they cannot understand that I've become a normal creator now. They just can't handle it. You know? The choices I have made in the last few years, as bad as they seem, all have led to this moment. You have to understand, me not going on the Lolcow podcast, me actually handling the Side Scrollers interview the way that I did, me not doing the Mike Klum documentary, me branching out and changing for the better in various different ways, right? Actually improving my setup, doing different kinds of content, branching out with the guys from Kino Casino, doing interviews. All these things have led to this. And this is like probably best case scenario for me at this point. It's certainly not ideal, but it's best case scenario. I'm happy. And the point they'll say, oh, this is Phil's cope. There's no cope. I'm happy. Don't you get it? Things are better now, and I'm happy. You can't ruin that. We're good. It's over. The days of sadness and feeling like depression and fucked up stuff because I can't make ends meet and people keep ruining my opportunities, they're over. Those days are done. I'm happy now. So, there's nothing to cope about. You're the ones coping. You're the ones trying to justify and say things every day. Oh, no, Phil's making it up. Phil's not happy. Phil's got a bad personal life. Phil's got this. Phil is really good. Like, Kino, as they say. Not you, though. You're the ones who are sitting there watching some fucking idiot with 500 viewers, right? Restream me, making lame jokes like a fucking high schooler. Right? Like some schoolyard bully, and you're like laughing at it. You think it's funny. There's nothing funny. You're a loser. You're wasting your life away. You could just not watch me at all if you don't like me, or you could actually give the content a shot, because to be quite frank, you obviously like me if you're watching that much of me. If you're watching all the restreamer shit, if you're watching these terrible videos on YouTube about me, you like me, and you got to deal with it. You do, because you wouldn't watch this much of me if you didn't like me. Okay? So come and watch the real stuff. Give it a shot. Hang out with the nice people in chat. Have a good time with me. That's going to be ultimately way more productive in your life than sitting there on some dumb restreamer who, by the way, the only reason they're doing it is because you're dumb and you're giving them attention and money to do it. The moment that disappears, they would not be there anymore. You notice Duty Streams is demonetized, but he's still bang. Oh, okay, please support. He still wants support because he's doing it for the money. He's not doing it because it's fun or he has a bone to pick with me, a moral stand. He's just doing it for the money. Or else he would be like, oh, I'll just do it for free forever. Not doing that, is he? These other people are monetizing their content. They're taking donations. They're doing, of course they are. They're grifters. Get it? They're not doing content they like. They're doing content that prints the bills. They're getting the bag, and you're dumb. You're feeding them. You gave money to Cog, for God's sakes. Cog. His name is actually Clog. He clogs the internet toilets. Get it? And you gave the man money. Wow. That's tremendous. Anyway, so I'm done with that. We're good. We're having a good time, right, guys? All right. I think we've covered enough. I think this has been a good show. I'm